Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and I have a brand I've never used before, and this is the One Size palette from Starr. I've never used anything Starr before. I have to get ready and go somewhere, but I don't want to be really over the top, so I thought what better opportunity than to take a look at this palette. I didn't get it when it first came out. Some of you guys might have. I actually got this in a subscription box recently, and I haven't even used it yet, so I thought, why not today? Why not? For me, it's a Friday. I am going out, but I want to be a little undershaded tonight. I don't really want to be, I'm not in the mood for a full-on, hey, notice me moment. I just want to look pretty. I thought this would be good. What appeals to me about this palette, and I didn't notice this before, let me zoom in you guys in a little bit. Let's take a look at it. Focus, focus, focus. What appeals to me about this palette, and I didn't notice it when it first came out, is it does actually have some really beautiful colors. It has these greens in here. It's got a bright blue. Those to me are certainly interesting because I love a grungy green eyeshadow. It does have a black, which works really well over the top of shades to kind of smoke things out, to maybe deepen and enrich them up a little bit. You also have that as a liner. You've got a light shade. This one happens to be a matte kind of bone shade. That to me is perfect because I don't always like a full-on glitter highlighter, see me from outer space kind of inner corner. I thought this would be kind of fun. I thought we would do just kind of a quick eye look together. I got the rest of my face already put on here. I don't have a ton of time, so I thought let's just give us a first impression of this palette, and then you guys tell me if you want me to come back and do more looks with this. I gotta tell you, the first thing about this palette, my OCD freaks out when these things don't line up. I want to readjust this so badly, but they're off center, so I'm sure there's a reason for it. I don't really follow much Starr stuff to even know what he was trying to say here, but let's just take this matte right here. These two look awfully similar, don't they? One of them is just slightly warmer than the other. We're gonna go with the cooler one. So what I'm wearing right now, you guys can't see it, but I have like this plaid kind of mini skirt on it's not a, I mean, it's a short skirt, but it's got like browns and a little bit of gray and black. So it's pretty normal. I've got black tights on, black kind of higher heeled loafers, and this gray like collared sweater. It's a pretty trendy look, I would say. Not really dark academia. Maybe it's a little bit dark academia. I suppose if I put on a blazer, it would really probably fall into that. So I wanted to keep it kind of in the same color family with the browns and the grays, and just because I think that's probably more flattering for my coloring. Anyway, do I need to scoot you guys in? We're doing eyeshadow. Let me scoot you in. I swear you guys, that's like four videos in a row where I've forgotten to move you guys in when I wanted to do eyeshadow. I don't know where my head is right now. And this might not even be close enough, but we'll get through it. I'm pre-filming a bunch right now because I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling, and I don't know when all these are gonna go up, but I will try to get them up timely. Because this isn't a new palette and everybody else, you know, has already done videos on this if they were going to. You don't need this video for me. We're just playing. I'm gonna grab this green because I think it's really, really cool. And I'm gonna take it. Oh wow, it's super saturated too. This one seems a little softer. This is also a Morphe brush, but it's a softer brush. So, okay, we're switching back. We're going back into it here with just a little bit better of a brush. I suspect some of my brushes, my Morphe brushes, I just need to retire. Not that they're falling apart, but if they're too rough. Now, that being said, I'm on my like 4th video that I'm filming back to back today, you guys, and there's a good chance that my eyes are just sensitive because of all of the abuse I'm giving them. I'm gonna go into this lighter shade right here and just kind of blend it into the top because I got a little crazy with that green, and I want to sort of smudge it out. I want to sort of shear it out a little bit into the brown that I started with. So far, I mean, I'm on my 3rd shade in this palette, and I'm not really getting a ton of patchiness. So okay, I don't have a problem with that. Actually, you know, it's funny because I wasn't super interested in this palette at first. I'm doing the brown again because I thought it was boring, and or maybe, you know, maybe I got other things at the same time and it seemed redundant. But in all honesty, when I look at this is like one of my favorite color stories. If it had maybe some more raspberries or purples, pinks in here too, instead of, what would I get rid of? Maybe I'd get rid of the gold because I feel like every palette has a gold these days. Maybe I'd get rid of that, and maybe, you know, I would change out No, maybe I would leave those alone. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I would change out to make it like the perfect palette, but the color story that I'm seeing in here right now is surprisingly well done. Like, really good. Okay, I'm gonna go into this brown right here, which is a little bit more on the mustardy side, and I'm bringing it into the center, but it's feeling, I'm using the wrong brush, and it is very, very much more darker, and I feel like it's traveling more than I thought it was going to. Okay, so I put it all over the inner half of my lid. There's a ton of kick up. This is not the right brush for this, I don't think. It's looking a little grungy and muddy right now. I tried to just sort of clean this up just a little bit. I think I've overthought this, you guys. I think I've overthought this palette. There's three shimmers that I want to use. Let me swatch them really fast. I'm definitely using this green right here, and this should lighten up some of that darkness. Okay, it's pretty. That green and the darker green are making me really excited for this palette. I like those greens together. And I don't mind it with the kind of warmer browns either. This is heavy, way heavier than I thought I was gonna do. I get carried away, you guys. I get so excited about eyeshadow. I start getting a little carried away on what I'm putting on my eyelids here. Let me grab a smaller brush. I'm gonna go in with this lighter bone shade here. That is gonna help me lighten up this inner portion of my eye. I'm really just trying to open up my eye a little bit so that it's not quite as heavy and dark. Probably gonna have to do a little patch job on the makeup underneath. That's okay. I just recently reapplied it all. Yeah, that matte's actually a good matte. I'm gonna take a little bit up here too. This will help. I'm thrilled that it's not a light shimmer, because to me, shimmer up here on this brow bone can sometimes look pretty darn dated when you're talking ladies of a certain age. Yeah, the eyeshadow's pretty. That's kind of fun. Okay, I mean, it's dark. I was talking to my good friend Christy the other day and said, we've gotten away from the dark lips because they make our lips look smaller, but we like the dark smoky eyeshadows. So I'm not gonna use every shade in this palette. I'm using a lot of them. We're gonna grab this black right here, and we're gonna use that to kind of smudge against the lash line. I'm ignoring the mirror in here, you guys, and I probably should be using it. I think we don't necessarily buy palettes because they have a mirror. I think it even has the film still on it. We don't buy the palettes because of the mirror. It's just a nice value add if it has a usable mirror. Getting a little bit of fallout with that black shadow, and so that's gonna have to be cleaned up as well. Eyes are watering a little tiny bit, so I've got cleanup down there as well. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of cleanup, put some mascara on, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back. I meant to do something simple and light, but then I decided I actually really do like these shades. And the eyeshadow, once again, I'm gonna be the girl in the room with the more eyeshadow than everybody else. It's just the way it is. I love makeup. I'm not gonna make any apologies for that. I'm gonna tell you right now that I think this palette is very well laid out. It's easy to see kind of, you know, some groups of shades getting you a cohesive look. I really like this. If you're looking at that, this is, out of all of the shades in this palette, this is the one here that's the most scary for me. It is a shimmery blue gray. It's a little chunky. I think I can work it in. I don't know when I would use that. I guess I would use it maybe with this blue. I didn't use this on today's look at all. Wow, one swipe, that went on really nicely. No skipping at all. If I'm gonna do a blue, bold blue eyeshadow look, yeah, okay, I could see doing that. The rest of the shadows went on very well. I love the grungy greens in here. The warm browns, the cool tone browns are perfectly fine. I don't know that I needed the gold, but I can see how you would use it. You know, I mean, there's so many shadow palettes these days that have gold in it, and I can see the draw. I think there is a draw to use that. Yeah, I didn't put any eyeliner. I just left it with that dark black that I kind of smudged in there, along with, you know, whatever transfer I had. And the mascara, yeah, I think they blended well. I mean, you guys have seen like professional YouTubers do videos on this already, so I'm giving you my opinion, and you're like, yeah, we know, Shell. I'm just grabbing another one of those brown mattes. I don't even know that this is one that I've used before. I'm just kind of blending it into the outside of it. In fact, I know I haven't used this one. I haven't used every shade in this palette, naturally, but I've used a number of them. I will continue to use this palette. This is actually a fun one to play with. This combination right here with that or that, perfect. And that, these bronzy warmer colors, yeah, these ones and those ones, pairs of shades. Yeah, I can see getting a lot of combinations out of here. I think this is actually a very versatile palette. I'm glad I have this in my collection. I don't know why it took me so long to try the One Size palette from Patrick Starr. It's not new, it's been out for a while. I'm just late to the game. I might try other of his products now that I see how great this eyeshadow palette is. I will try other products from him. So I got introduced to it. I guess that's kind of the point of the subscription boxes, is being able to introduce you to brands that maybe you didn't already know, or help you get brands that you do really like at a discounted price, because I love the add-ons. What is this? This is the Laura Mercier, I think, right? Yeah, Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Yeah, might as well take it up. I've already gotten the ridiculously dark eyeshadow for what I was planning on doing tonight. I don't care, it's fine. Well, all right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for being part of this little experiment, trying to figure out if I was gonna like this palette or not. It is not a complete fail. Ooh, I'm a little darkened through here, huh? Let me go patch that up before I have to leave. I love you guys. I hope you guys stick around. If you aren't already a subscriber, please consider subscribing before you leave. And if we never cross paths again, that's okay too. I wish you nothing but love and happiness, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.